This is Trish. If you're hearing this, you really shouldn't be. So I don't know what happened. If you are, though, it's me. Just me. It took me a while to figure out how to turn everything off in here. There were a lot of cameras, and I had to shut off all the computer systems too, and make sure there weren't any bugs, but I think I did it. I think no one can hear me. I'm sealed off in my office, totally alone. And for the first time, it doesn't feel like I'm being watched. Hopefully. So this is actually me here. Not me trying to say things I'm supposed to say, not sending out messages to somebody who isn't there. Not trying to convince anyone of anything. I don't have to feel like I'm in a dark room right now. Not able to tell anyone. I can't sleep anymore, you know? I'm scared I'll talk in my dreams. So I need to get all of this out now. It's dangerous, but if I didn't do it, I was gonna start screaming. So here we are, taking a risk just so I can be me again. I need help. I need help. I thought I could do this. The Institute sends you off into space. They make you a captain, shoot you out into the stars, expect you to be in charge. But they don't tell you that they're listening, and they don't have to tell you that they're listening because you already know. But that's real now. It's all real. It's all really, really real. Okay, calm. Completely calm. I've been the perfect captain for weeks now. All of my records have been professional and turned in on time, even if they were a little awkward. I put together crew meetings, smiled through them, talked with Jude even. I think he thinks we're friends now. I even put in all the paperwork I was supposed to put in on time. I sent messages home to my family, to a friend, to Milo. I actually sent messages to Milo at home, where he's sick. We've even run a few minor missions and everything went fine. I let my crew handle them like you're supposed to and almost died of boredom, but I made it. I did it. I was normal, and they could see that I was normal. It might have worked. Maybe they think that I don't remember. Maybe they think I'm gonna play it safe now. I had to convince them that I was gonna listen, that I wasn't gonna try anything, that I could tell myself enough times that they were right, and I would really believe it. If the whole act hasn't fooled them, I don't know what will. If that didn't fool them, I don't have any kind of chance at all. I have to have convinced them. I'm not going to be reprimanded again. I'm not going to go through that again. I can't go through that again. When the Institute punishes you, they really punish you. You know, they don't tell you that back at your classrooms at the Athena Institute. That whole thing where they don't want you to ask questions and they've got all these things going on in the background of the project that's going to teach you. They don't tell you that it's dangerous and that it's their fault. They don't tell you that if you ask too many questions, they'll... I get why they might want to hide that, but still. They pulled me off that ship back at the station. The one with the crew that... wasn't really a crew. The one I wasn't supposed to find because there was something dangerous on board that ship. Some kind of virus they'd found and not kept themselves safe from. It changed them, and it was still changing them, but I didn't get to that part. They found me before that happened. I don't want to know what they would do if I'd kept looking. I don't know what they were going to do if I didn't convince them that it was all an accident, or nod my head and smile, but I don't want to know because something is terribly, terribly wrong, and I'm not going to pretend that it's not. Maybe I should start at the beginning. That's tricky, though. I don't know what the beginning is. It could be back when I was 12 and I went to my first institute class. It could be when I met Milo. When Milo disappeared. When they made me captain instead. It could be when I walked onto that dead ship, floating through space, the first one, and found whatever was hiding in the walls. There are lots of beginnings that I never noticed before now. Let's start with Milo. He's gone. Milo Nielsen is gone, and they did it. Or they know. He wrote something on the wall, and he knew something, and now he's gone, and I don't think that's a coincidence. It can't be. It doesn't matter why he's gone, why they wanted him gone. Why he was actually asking is what matters. Whatever it is, he's gone because of it. I don't care what they're going to say about that. I don't care. He's not sick. He's not home. And I have to find him. He has to be okay. Whatever they're doing to him, he's okay. He's still alive. I know he is. He has to be. There's Milo, and then there's what he wrote on the wall. That one question you're not supposed to ask, apparently, because they'll make you disappear. I don't know why he asked it. I don't know what he knew or didn't know or wanted to know that was so important. I don't know why he had to paint it on the wall. I don't know, but I think that's why he's gone. Whatever it is, it was a message and it had a purpose. Milo wouldn't do something like paint on institute walls without having a reason for it. I'm not Milo, though, and his brain is a puzzle most of the time. I'm not great at puzzles, so I'm still working on that part of things. It's probably connected to what Maddie knew, what some of the others knew. Milo was friends with her, I think. They trained as captains together with some of the others. She acted like she knew things about him. She would have known, maybe, what he was up to, if it has anything to do with what she was up to. I could be gone soon, too. I keep thinking about that. I don't know how or when, but it could happen, couldn't it? Everything feels like there's this giant web stretching out in the dark. I don't know where it is, and I'm gonna run into it at any second. I just don't know if getting caught is a good thing, or a bad thing, or a Trish, you're dead thing just yet. That's another thing. Why me? I know Milo. I was close to Milo, that's true, but it's not like he told me anything. He didn't tell me anything at all. I didn't know any of this until I saw the message I wasn't supposed to see. Even then, I don't know why that means making me captain, sending me out here with no context and no information. It's not helping anybody. It's not helping anything. I wish I could ask him. I wish I could just ask. ask him right now. When that message came up on the computer after the chocolate, I thought I heard him. Just for a second, I thought I heard him. Everything flickered and got staticky, and I could hear his voice on the other end saying my name, and it was really actually him. He sounded scared. He sounded alone. And then the Institute killed the power, like they always do. And then I didn't talk about it again. I tried not to think about it again. Maybe it was my imagination, you know? I've been wanting to get a message from him for ages. It could have been a stray signal and my mind playing tricks on me. But it could also be something real. I still haven't figured out where that chocolate came from, unless I'm going insane. Unless this whole thing is a joke meant to send me insane and none of it matters anyways. Someone could be up there playing with me this entire time and none of it is real. That's the chance I'm taking. That this is real enough for me to be able to fight back. Milo would know what we need to do next, the next step. I'm just running around in the dark hoping I'm on the right track. I don't even know what I'm after, but I'll figure it out, I guess. I have to. I wonder who else knows. I wonder who else is missing or looking for their boyfriend who's supposed to be sick, all because they wanted to know why. I wonder how many times this has happened before. All the projects before us. That's the question, isn't it? Why is there a school training the very best in the galaxies and occasionally making some of the better ones disappear? How long has this been going on, and why don't we ask about it? I've wanted to go here all my life, and I've never even asked that much about the Institute. You just go, because it's an honor to go. Look how that turned out. I need to turn the cameras back on before they get too suspicious, but I haven't been able to say any of this or anything real in way too long. There's so many other things I want to say, and half of them are stupid or don't make sense or things I've said before, but I just can't stop talking. I need to scream for a while and maybe cry about all the things I haven't been able to cry over. I want to talk about Milo. I want to talk about the chocolate on my desk. I want to talk about all the things we talked about doing that we never got to do and how that's not fair. I want to talk about the things in the walls that I can still hear sometimes if I close my eyes and try to go to sleep. I want to talk about when they punished me for being on that ship, and I can't talk about that yet, though. I can't make myself. I do want to ask some questions, though. All of the questions, over and over and over again. Just because I can. Because sooner or later, you've got to answer me. Can you hear me right now? Are you playing some sick joke and you know that I'm talking? Make me disappear. I don't care about it. I want to know what happens anyways. Just get it over with already instead of all this waiting. Come on. Okay then, Institute, if you're listening, and you're choosing not to make me vanish just yet, I'm gonna tell you a story. Don't worry. It's a short one. I won't take up any more of your precious time. When I started at the Institute, when I was back in classes, and the idea of the Bright Eyes Project was years away, I didn't really know what I was doing. which is why I was there, to learn, but I was confused. I was frustrated. I wanted to go home. I didn't think I could do it, and I didn't know why you would want me to do all this stuff anyways. Why did you let me in if I was such an idiot about things? What was the point trying to get all of it into my head? So that was the first time I met Milo, I think. Really met him. He was really weird back then. I mean, he is now, but even weirder, I guess. He had these stupid thick glasses, even though we've got contacts and ways to fix that now, and he kept messing with them. Drawing patterns with his finger in the margin of his screen while he was supposed to be highlighting and taking notes. He was good, so I used to watch him over his shoulder during class when I got bored, or anytime I could, really. I mean, he was cute and all. Anyways, that's the wrong part of the whole thing. The point is, we got paired up for a project, us and a few other students. I don't remember who. I was just embarrassed that I would actually have to talk to this guy who seemed so smart when I didn't know how half the calculations worked. I don't even remember what we were supposed to do, just that it involved all those numbers. Milo was doing all the work, but he kept trying to get the rest of us to participate, and so he asked me about something, and I just sort of snapped. It's embarrassing to think about it now, but I told him that this was stupid, and if we had all this technology, why didn't we just get these stupid robots to do it for us? Why weren't they the ones doing all these jobs? You know, I still kind of think that. Not to give you any ideas. Anyway, Milo told me that was stupid. I asked him why, and he said it was because you can't replace us. No matter what kinds of machines you make, you need somebody fleshy behind the wheel. Somebody with a brain and feelings and the ability to make a nuanced call. He said you needed humans. That creeped me out, because you're human too, right? Whoever you are listening in on this, behind all the classes and screens and sinister voices coming through hidden speakers. So I didn't like the way Milo said it, but I think he's right now. You could let go of the whole Bright Eyes project. You could let autopilot systems run the ships. You could have an AI giving captain's orders, I suppose. You could strip down the crew to some absolutely essential jobs and get most things done that way, but it wouldn't be the same, would it? You need a human touch. You need people to make decisions, and to make the right ones. You need us. You need me, for some reason. And you need Milo. You've just taken him somewhere else for now. That's what I think, and I'm going to find out. Just so you know. That's it. I'm gonna turn on the system again, and I'll be Captain Trish Odessa, just the way you want me. I can play games too, you know. Even if I'm not as smart as Milo or Maddie or some of the others, I can smile and nod and be a human touch for a while. But you can't stop me from thinking. I hope. I'm gonna find Milo, okay? No matter what you try to do, but I'll play along for right now. I'll just... There we go. Everything just shut down. Don't know what happened there. A wire must have just... This is Captain Odessa.
Where have you been? You need to get out of there.
Jude?
Trish, you need to get out of there. Can you hear me? Get out now.
What's going on?
They know. The crew's on alert. You need to get out. You need to get out of your office and get down to...
I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure. All my systems are freezing up. The screen won't work. It's just saying my door's locked. My door's locked. I'm locked in here. Okay. The signals aren't working. I need to get something to my crew. I need to... Nothing's opening. I'm really stuck in here.
Captain Trish Odessa, please stay where you are.
I have to. You locked me in.
Please be advised that you have been labeled highly dangerous. Your crew has been advised to stay away and observe proper safety measures.
I'm sorry, what?
You have been confined to your office until further notice. Please do not attempt escape. An Institute disciplinary team will be with you shortly.
I didn't do anything.
Please do not make any attempt to leave. Your crew has been put on maximum alert and will shoot on sight.
Did they lock me in here?
Please do not make any attempt to leave. Your signal will be cut in 5, 4...
I didn't do
3,
anything.
2, 1.
Bright Eyes is written and produced by Amy Meester. You can find her on Twitter at The Amy Meester. The voice of Trish Odessa is Sydney Fontaine. Follow her on Twitter at Sydney Fontaine. Music by Cyrus Fontaine. To hear more of his work and to find original Bright Eyes pieces, look for him on Bandcamp or go to @CyrusFontaine on Twitter. For more info on the podcast and creators, or to find us elsewhere on the web, go to www.brighteyes.podcast.wixsite.com/brighteyes.